Don't judge me. I just wish you knew. That's just like you. I miss you all the time. I need you.
I miss you, pound
I miss
cake.
you all the time.
I miss you, pound cake. I
I
miss you.
need you.
I need you.
Oh Lord, don't tell me this thing acting funny now. I can't hear it. Help me, please. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? As you already know, it is Thursday. We doing the little prime time hour this time. I'm your host for the six-man convo, K Styles, aka the sixth man. And to my screen right, aka stage left, you know him as the senator. It is Mad Mike Sports.
Hold death! Hold death!
Hold on, I'll be right. I'll be right
Oh,
back.
freaking death!
Oh,
This Negro lost his freaking mind!
quite, quite. They're ruffling my trousers. Oh, my trousers.
How dare he speak to me and call me by my first name? How dare!
Mike of Mad, who speaketh your name out of context?
One! Drill of one!
Yes.
What?
Drill of one! How dare he?
Do I smell? Do I smell Grey Poupon?
Quite,
Yes! Oh,
quite. Yes. Oh, drool. Drool.
oh, yes! Yes, yes!
See, this
More like
evening,
it. This
this
is more
evening,
like it,
people,
fellas.
you are tuned into Negro Peace Theater. And I'm your host, Grill of One. Next to
Oh,
me,
Michael Mad.
it's Man of Mike. And in
And I am
six,
Styles of Six.
the style of six. And we want to congratulate you on coming to Negro Peace Theater. Styles of Six. Would I like to tell those about the call? Man of Mike, what is the call? Hey,
How
have
dare
everyone.
you? How dare you?
All
How
right,
dare you interrupt us?
the Rider of Nights.
Rider of Mike, how dare you?
Rider of Nights, welcome to Negro Peace Theater.
What in the 1996 Hunter Hearst music?
Don't
Do that, Rider of Nights. Don't
How dare you, peasant? Don't ask us questions. We
Theater.
ask the questions
That's
in
the
here.
that's the
You peasant!
pinky with the ale. Yes, right.
Rider of Mike, what the hell? Rider of Mike, you didn't offer, you didn't wait to offer. Your king. You did not
Rider of
wait
Night,
to
what do you
offer your
have in the
king.
ale?
What
Are
do
you going to share with thy Commodore?
Oh, it's the chorus from the mountain of America. Canned.
See, I'm just drinking with Wikipedia.
That's it. And
That's it.
he is displaying the bankhead sip. Oh, yes, the bankhead sip.
Not a simp.
Christy, Lewis of Christie says, needed to
Lewis
on the theater act. No, we are not part of that cherry picker.
Oh, you husk, Vlad of Kasham. Husk. Husk. Georgia.
And that is the end of
Georgia.
and that is the end of Negro Peace Theater.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, smack.
Smack.
I had to use my good coach gloves to smack at the cheek.
What in the hell? Hunter Hearst hymns that y'all got going on? Y'all listen to the damn bow. Y'all got that hit with that.
Yes.
And guess what, writer of nights? That was sponsored you to by our very good friend who's going to be making his very first appearance on this show is Bradley Bumblefuck. What do you got to say, man?
You can't handle the answer, grows of knees? No.
Me? You know it was me. And Christy, make sure you hold on to that now. It's the bankheads.
Like, what is that?
That is what. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Hey, like I said, man, you gotta start it off right. Man. We got the producer over here, man, Mr. Night Rider joining with us this evening. Producer,
on the track.
Hey man,
Oh man,
that shit. Wow, like man, what the hell these boys got going on? All that proper talking ass shit. Well, y'all started to make me go back to that find that old Goody Moore album. You walking fool. All they did is this.
Oh my God.
Christy is
man.
on the floor talking about the bankhead.
It's been a while since we did that, boy. That shit got my head hurt. Bankhead sip.
The bankhead sip. That's it.
All right. Hey man, what's going on, people? Man, like I said, shoot. Like I said, we about to have a good show today. Before we start it off, Mike, how do we go ahead and kick us off? How we start the show, man?
It's the real cow.
He said that's for Raheem Morris.
That's for Raheem Morris. That's for the greased ankles. And today, man, we got Deshaun Caswell, man, Robert Ponder, A137 Sauce, Sonya in the building. We got BP in the building, Brad Peoples. We got Christy, of course, with a crazy ass. We
Chrissy
got
said
Keith.
that.
We got William, Amy, Keyshawn Black, King Trainway, Southside, Georgia, Texas boy. We got John St. Clair. We got Leo in here. Hey man, let's go and get right into this, man. As y'all already see, the title of today's show is Raheem Morris exposes Falcon fans for raging feminist tendencies.
Ooh, boy.
Oh yeah, we got some feminism going on here.
And ding, 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 ding. We already got one that came in here.
Hey, people.
Hey,
See? See. We said the
Mm-mm-mm.
magic word, y'all. You
Hey,
see?
Kev. Do we got to put it back out?
Wait a minute. Hey, what'd you say?
You can't handle the answer. Grows of knees? No, no.
Oh man. Oh man. Okay, man.
Oh man.
Uh, all right, man. Before we get right into this topic, man, fellas, how y'all doing this evening? How y'all doing this evening?
man, you
Before we do that, Brian People, since you asked, since you asked,
Say
his
his
name,
name and
his
he
name is
appears.
his name is
I
Brad.
believe.
You ready? His name is Bradley Bumblefuck. That's what his name is.
what?
I believe
Early
in
Bumblefuck.
Bradley.
Early
Wait a
Bumblefuck.
damn minute.
We just introduced y'all to Bradley Bumblefuck.
That's Bradley
Bradley
Bumblefuck.
Bumblefuck.
That was his
You gotta
very
do it.
first
That,
appearance
You
on the
gotta
show.
do it. You gotta do it the right way.
Say his name and he appears.
all right, Bradley Bumblefuck to the front of the class. One more again.
Oh man. But today's episode, man, like I said, man, Raheem Morris brings out the raging feminist tendencies of a lot of the people that support him.
Ooh, boy.
It's been a very interesting day as far as coming off to this topic in itself.
Mm-hmm.
But we wanted to do something a little bit different this evening. Should I do it, Mike?
Yes, sir. You should.
All right. So we're gonna open up the live today.
Oh,
Right here and right now,
mm.
Right off the top.
right off the rip.
Off the rip, man.
Now, for the last up to hours, in the
Pin it,
last few
kid.
months, you said what?
Pin it on yours.
I was there Penix.
Mm.
Penix.
That's it.
Hey,
All right, I'm gonna pin it on I'm gonna pin it on the channel. All right, Mike. What do you think about when you hear this? When you hear this topic in itself?
I to be honest, I don't know what people thinking.
me neither.
Hmm.
Mm.
I know what I'm thinking, but I
Mm.
want to really hear what I don't know what they're really saying to themselves. I would love to hear what people are saying to themselves because I know what I'm saying in my head.
Okay,
It
so
ain't
Tank,
I believe in Joe Hendry. No, it ain't that.
Tank. This is your opportunity to hit the link and
Tank
have
and
this
people,
discussion with
everybody.
us. This link is for everybody. As far as
Mm.
why does it seem? I'm saying I want you to dispute why Raheem Morris is the chosen one in Atlanta right here and there. or if you have a disagreement on what you have heard us talk about with him, this is your opportunity to cuss us out on live air.
We won't say a damn thing. You can go all look. We're
I'm on.
punting bags today.
I said, so the tanking pools of the world, this is your opportunity to tell us off about how you really feel.
Janky
Mhm.
boo.
So y'all might want to share this with a lot of those people that's in the bird gang. This is their opportunity to cut us out, and we do not say a word back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
We not we ain't gonna, like you said, all we gonna do is sit here, have the conversation, and ask questions. So this is your opportunity. Cause this is a fun episode today. God damn, what time am I
Mhm.
supposed to do this shit?
Yeah, this is
Because this is prime time hours now, so we pushed it a little bit later so y'all can have the opportunity to cuss us out.
go on ahead and put your kids to bed. Tell mom, walk her upstairs, put her in a moo and lay her down and give her cookies and whiskey. You know, kiss your wife good night because you probably not gonna be seen for a couple of hours dealing with us. And yeah, come to the stage with your whole chest.
Come to the stage, anybody and everybody,
I mean, I can hear crickets. I can hear crickets and roaches lying to themselves.
and just so that's that. Like I said, that's your chance.
There we go. Say his name and he appears. There we go
Yo,
with the
Here
tanking.
we go. Here we go.
Here, here you go. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, no. This is you right
Yes,
now. This is
sir.
you.
Yes,
This is
sir. I'm
you.
here. I'm here.
All right, go. All right, this
What's
is your
going on?
opportunity. This is your opportunity to tell us off.
Yes, sir.
All right, what's up? What do you feel? Well, like you said, I've heard you say you to hear what we had to say about Raheem.
Yeah, what
All
about him?
right, no, that's what you are here for. You got to let us know.
Okay, okay,
All
okay.
right, go ahead, man.
I just want to know what's the hate for Raheem only after one season as a head coach for the Falcons. Like y'all haven't given him a real chance to actually build his own squad with the team. At least give him a chance with the quarterback he drafted. At least, yeah. And it seems like y'all want him gone after 1 year. Like come on, bro.
Who
All of
have
y'all.
we, any one of us ever said
The
we
way,
want him gone?
no. It's just the way y'all talk. The way y'all talk about Raheem.
Oh, okay.
Y'all, the energy I'm getting from y'all. But y'all don't have this energy
Okay.
with
So
y'all didn't have this energy
okay.
with
So
Arthur Smith.
hold on. Before you say that, okay. So I knew the Arthur Smith thing was gonna come in. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
When Arthur Smith first started, what was the expectation for the Falcons?
They was rebuilding.
okay.
No, what was the expectation? But what was the ranking of the team?
They weren't a good team.
What was the ranking of the team? Do you have a specific number? Because I got a specific number for year one and two.
I mean, they went what 7-10 the last 3 years when he was there. Seven
No,
and
I'm
ten.
talking about before the season started. What was no? I said what was the rankings, not the record. The rankings before the season started.
I'm not sure what the rankings were.
Well, 2021 we were 31st. 2022 we was 29th.
Well, What are those
2023
come from?
we was 22nd.
Where do you get those from? Because I do remember
He said, "Where?"
yeah, because I do remember ESPN had us ranked like 30 if not. We weren't the worst team.
See what we was the second worst team. We were literally bottom 5 team the first 3 years here. See now, see, Tank. So when we speak about Raheem Morris,
Right.
the question is, what was the
What were the expectations for him?
What was the expectation for Raheem?
Yeah.
From the team during that time?
You talking about last year?
Just under the Arthur Smith regime.
Arthur Smith. I mean, they didn't really have anything. They had a bad team with Arthur Smith. They had a bad team. It wasn't really no expectation. The expectation wasn't to get to the playoffs with Arthur Smith. There was
so? Go ahead, Mike.
So
because this is a conversation, so you can understand why.
And then Arthur Smith didn't really have a quarterback.
So your own personal thoughts on Arthur Smith is pretty much the same. What you're saying is we should give Raheem Morris the exact same respect, right?
Yeah, just give him a chance. That's all I'm saying. Let him build his own team. Let him bring his own squad in, his own players that he drafted. At least give him that opportunity to do that. I know some of y'all, Falcons fans don't like him because he was with Dan Quinn on the last regime, but I understand that. But he wasn't the one making the calls, drafting the players. He wasn't doing that when Dan Quinn was here. He was just an assistant coach. That's all he was.
Hey Tank, I got a question for you. I know you said that Raheem drafted Penix. So are you saying that he drafted Penix and Kirk Cousins?
No, he drafted Michael Penix and he wanted Kirk Cousins.
Okay, so if you said he drafted Penix and then he wanted Kirk Cousins, right?
Correct.
Okay, how did we end up with Kirk before Penix?
I mean, he wanted to make sure the quarterback position was intact. I mean, I don't think you could fault him for doing that after what we've seen from the quarterback positions after Matt Ryan left. You shouldn't fault him from doing that. I mean, I would have done the same thing too.
Okay, well, okay. So I'm gonna ask you another question. Since he drafted Penix, why do you think he waited so long to put him in when Kirk didn't work?
I think he wanted Kirk Cousins. I mean, because of the contract, I think he wanted him to at least show that he could, at least pull himself out of the hole that he dug himself in. I think he wanted him to at least do that. And then I think we had the lead. We had a 3-game lead in the division. So I felt like he wanted to give him a chance to at least do that. And he didn't want to just go to Michael Penix immediately. Because if you do that, that means Kirk Cousins is done.
Now, with that being said, even though him knowing that Kirk was injured, do you think that was a wise decision?
But nobody knew Kirk was injured.
He did.
We found out.
No, they knew he was hurt. No, that's not true. They knew.
We found out that way.
Hold on. They knew he was hurt because they put him on the injury reserve. They put him on the injury list, so they knew he was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So why Kirk Cousins said at the end of the year?
Bingo. That's the question we don't know.
Okay.
See, we don't know that question, but like you said, the problem that Raheem has right now, and like you said, nobody said they wanted him gone. I'm gonna let you know right now. So, but the thing about it is,
Mike said that.
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't say that. No, he said no. He said.
Oh, you going out, kid? I don't know why you going out.
Mike says he don't trust him.
Nah, I never said I want him out. I've always stated that.
I don't know why my thing keep doing that. But like I said, the thing is, A lot of people were upset about Jimmy Lake as far as saying that the defense wasn't living up to par and what everybody expected. Am
That's
I
true.
right?
That's true. That's a fact.
Yeah, yeah. So when Mike asked the question, he asked this question, and I've asked this question. So since we figured out that Jimmy Lake was a problem, in your eyes, how soon did you see that Jimmy Lake was an issue?
In my eyes,
And,
I mean,
and,
you
but
don't just have to get specific. You don't have to get specific. Just
yeah, just give like a period of time. Because the thing about it, this is not about beating you up. We're having a discussion because the thing about it is what we're trying to do is we're trying to let you know from our perspective as to why we think that way, so you will understand it without having the feelings involved with it.
so what I'm getting here is you guys have a problem with um Raheem. If something is going wrong, he doesn't make adjustments or anything like that. Is that what I'm hearing? Like he's not making the changes that needs to be done? Because I agree the defense was shaky,
Yeah.
especially after that Broncos game when we got blown out.
uh,
Then the Vikings game when they just because it was close in that first half, but after that second half, it wasn't even close. So or maybe around the second half of the season, the defense was just a no show.
so
Okay.
I got a question to that for that because you said what we have a problem.
Right.
So you look at Arthur Smith. How long do you think Arthur Smith has been coaching?
Arthur Smith been coaching for a while, for a long time. I mean, he
You
didn't have
don't
no,
want to put
he
a
didn't have
number
no,
on it.
maybe what 10 years?
10 years.
Yeah,
All
before he
right.
got.
So how long has Raheem been coaching?
Right, he been coaching for a while too. Maybe the same thing, around 10 years. But he
No.
had a head
No.
coach job before that.
Hold on. Let's look. Hold on. Raheem has been coached for over 20 years.
Oh, okay.
So if you have a coach that's been coaching 20 years and a coach that's been coached for 10 years, and I'm counting college also,
Oh,
what
he got in college.
what
Okay,
would you expect? I'm counting college as well.
okay.
So these guys aren't young rookies. A guy, if you had a guy that's been coaching 20 years and a guy that's coaching 10 years, they both was on the same side of the ball. Which one would you want? Would you expect more out of?
So, repeat the last part again. I'm sorry.
If you have both coaches
Right.
and both one of these guys was coaching 10 years and the other guy was playing coaching 20 years, which one of these guys would you trust more?
Or the guy that been coaching longer for 20 years.
So that's the problem that we have. That's the problem that I personally have. I expect more out of a guy who's been doing it longer.
Okay, so the problem is that he's been coaching for a longer time, and you expect him to
Know how to call a timeout. I expect him to do that.
I agree with that. I don't have no pushback.
These
I
are,
agree with that. I
and
agree.
that's why we're having this discussion because we don't get an opportunity to break these things down because people are afraid to ask questions.
I
Answer questions.
I agree with that. But my thing is though, if maybe you guys don't want to hear this, but all the players, all the executives that's in the front office of these teams all speak highly of him. Why are us fans saying that, oh, he's not all that, he shouldn't be our coach, or he's not what we think other players are?
I got the answer to that right off the rip.
All the other players like him. All the other players
Hold on. I got the answer to it. I got out the answer to it. What was the work? What was the Atlanta Falcons ranked and sacks.
This year or with last season?
I mean, you can pick and choose a damn year.
You
Yeah.
pick and choose a damn year,
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
We still
Right.
gonna be singing Proud Brady.
At the bottom, we
At
want
the
to
absolute bottom, the Falcons were the worst. Okay, pressure sacks. This guy said he was going to improve it. Now you go back his time with the Rams. The Rams in 2023. All right, you look at their sacks. Or do you know where they were ranked in sacks?
average, maybe like in the middle of the pack. They went at the bottom.
They was around the middle of the pack. So the thing is, even when he was with the Rams, his sack number didn't improve. They had 30 sacks that year.
Well, they had Aaron Donald, so you still got to have
And
that.
Aaron Donald had most of those sacks. Now
Right.
you see, now you know where he's going.
I
You
agree.
see where I'm going with this, right? So if he's such a great coach and you have a superstar in Aaron Donald
Right.
that had most of their sacks, is he really that great of a defensive coach? Because the guys, if you look at Raheem Moore, not Raheem, but Ryan Nielsen, this is why a lot of people say that he was a better defensive coordinator because the guys that he brought in, they got a number of sacks. They had like 40-something sacks.
Oh, I agree with that. Ryan Nielsen was a good coach for the Falcons, D coordinator. I got
So
nothing bad about it.
now we getting down to the nitty gritty as to why we're saying these things about Raheem, because even people like to use the Rams as a reason as to why he's a great defensive coordinator. But if you look at his numbers weren't that great in getting sacked versus with the Rams.
But some of those
his consistency traveled, which means he hasn't gotten higher than the middle of the pack.
But some of those players that's on the Rams defense, especially the young players, I forgot their names, but they had great rookie seasons though under Raheem Morris.
Well, the DBs did. The defensive line didn't have a lot of. The DBs did.
Yeah.
No, the defensive line too.
Yeah.
No.
Again.
Defensive line. They only had two guys. They had Kobe Turner and it was Aaron Donald for the most part. Those guys were young, but they look. It was only a handful of guys. It was just a couple of guys in there. It wasn't where.
Yeah.
But you got to but even with those great guys, he was still no higher than middle of the pack. See, that's the thing. If you're a good coach and you defense or offense or whatever, if you got great players on your team, then you should be able to get above middle of the pack.
Yeah, he a cheerleader. Cause look, to me, Raheem reminds you that girl in high school that I want to be in every guy's face and I want to smile in your face and everything and don't want to work for nothing. To me, every time I see him looking at that clock, chewing that gum with a Capri on, trying to drive his New Jordan.
See, this is all narrative talk.
No,
it's not narrative.
No narrative.
Smiling.
Hold on. One at a time. Keep going.
I was talking. So when the defense is doing bad, I don't see him run toward the coordinator or to anybody on the team, jacking them like when D Alpha fell out there. You would have snatched him up there. What the hell are you doing out there? He's still looking at the damn clock. And then I'm gonna call him Olivia Pope because
wow.
He got to the interviews and that stuff, and I don't know where he was during the game, but during his interview, yeah, like, well, man, we did a good job. I mean, we might hit a little bump in there. Where?
So I got a question.
25 points.
So
go ahead.
Are you guys saying that these players, these coaches, these executives are lying about Raheem Morris?
This man don't know how to the team. I mean,
Hold on, 1 second, 1 second.
Hold on
The thing
one
is,
second.
all right. So, what are you? So, all right, we're talking about Raheem and what executives are
Yeah,
saying.
the players too. Not
So,
only
what are
the
they?
players too.
What you got to be specific about what they're saying. You can't just say, all right, what?
Oh, they're saying
What
he's
are?
a great coach.
So again, this is the question that I've been asking. What is he great at?
Chewing gum.
What is he great
No,
at?
no, no, no,
Come on, no,
Hold on,
take. He had a long pause there for a minute.
So,
He had a long
so
pause there for a minute. I've
He
been
said
waiting.
no. So the question he's asking is,
He's a great
what
coach.
is he?
He's a great
He's a
coach.
great cook.
Yeah,
He's a
he's a
great
great
No,
coach.
coach.
no, 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 no.
But
That's a coward way out. Hold on, Kim. I got it. I got it. I got it. I promise you. I got it. Well, I got it. That's the coward's way out. What is he good at?
He great at
He-
dancing.
Hold on, Truth.
he's
No,
great.
no,
He's
no.
great at.
hold on, Truth. Hold on,
He's
Truth.
great. He's great
Tank.
at being.
Okay,
He's
okay.
great at being a head coach. A
What?
player's
Tank.
one that
Hey,
plays
Tank.
Stop it.
Oh, hold on.
What
Hold on.
is he
Everybody chill.
good at?
Everybody else put it on mute. Let Mike and Tank talk.
defense.
What about the defense? Because there's linebackers, there's middle linebackers, outside linebackers, there's strong safety, free safety, defensive, there's corners, there's slot guys.
DB
There's
coach. He's a great at being a great DB coach.
a great DB coach. All right,
Yes.
so is he good with corners?
And development.
So he's good at developing defensive backs, cornerbacks. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
All right,
That's
so
the specialty.
we agree there. So if we're looking at the Rams and you saying the Rams, a lot of their guys that they improved, Kobe, I forget the other defensive tackle, Brian Young or something like that. I forgot his name. But those guys were the ones that stood out. They put up 8+ sacks. That's not his specialty. So did he get credit for developing those guys that were the standout of that defense?
No, he got credit for the overall defense of that team.
So essentially, yes, you said yes. He got credit for building something.
No,
that
I didn't say he.
else
No.
helped develop.
I didn't say that he built that team, that defense. No, I'm not saying that.
No. We're not saying you did it. We're not saying you did it, but this is what a lot of people have been saying.
Oh no,
Because
I disagree with that.
if his specialty is defensive back, and we both agree, then why are we giving him credit for Kobe Bryant and Young?
No, that's what they said though. That's what.
Yeah.
I'll listen to them talk. That's what. Oh, they're speaking highly of Raheem. Oh, Raheem.
So I'm good. I'm good, y'all. Look, everybody good.
Okay. So I will say this, and I think this is where a lot of people kind of get misconstrued about it. Like you said, and we already know Raheem Morris is a player's coach. Like you said, everybody loves him. Everybody is down with the rod and stuff like that, right?
I don't love that son of a bitch. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
That's true. That's true.
I got one
Go
question.
ahead.
I just got one question. When the Falcons, I get it. The season's not over, but every time I asked the question, when the Falcons was 6-3, nobody was calling for Raheem's job. Nobody was saying, "Oh,
why would they? Why would I call for his job? Come on, Tank."
But as soon, hold on. As soon they lose the division. Oh, now, we gotta get up out of here.
Tank, I got this.
Hold on. One time.
I got it. Okay. First of all, when we were 6-3, we were winning.
Right.
So nobody's going to call for a coach's job when you're winning. But the reason why they called for his job is the way we lost.
Right.
So you got to understand something. Number one, you had an injured quarterback. You knew about it. You only reported it once to the organization, and you kept him in the games longer than he should have been. Number two, you didn't make in-game adjustments on the defense, even when you were up on the team, i.e. Washington. You stood there and looked at the scoreboard, you looked at the clock, and you chewed gum. You weren't engaged with your team to win. You weren't engaged with your team to make changes so that they could come back and win.
Right.
You let it ride out, and then you came up and had a nice PR campaign saying we're going to be resilient. You use cute adjectives to try to keep people off your behind.
Right.
That's why people don't respect him as a head coach.
Don't forget, run that goddamn kick out there for 11 games on a bad hip on his kicking leg. Okay, I won't say nothing else.
I mean, that's what it's not. It's not. See, the thing is, it's not. It's the way you lose in games that make people give you the side eye. Even the players on the field will get the side eye at him because it's like you're making them look foolish by them being out of position because your scheme wasn't working, and you're making them look goofy because here, even if you don't work out with the Falcons, other teams are looking at you. So if I'm making you look stupid week in and week out, don't you think you're gonna have a problem with that?
I got a question for everybody. So Raheem is a player's coach, and every player, every coach and player gonna have their favorite coach, and they're gonna have their favorite person.
Right.
For me, it gave the perception that he put his personal feelings or Kirk Cousins over the team. What do y'all think about that?
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
I agree with that.
too. I agree.
I just said because the thing about it is, and I understand with the $100 million narrative and stuff like that, but at the same time, you gotta look at it from this standpoint.
Kirk Cousins was his wrestling buddy.
So you believe after that Broncos game that he should have been out? Like he should have been.
No, here's the thing. Kirk Cousins was hurt. He, like I said, he was hurt during that Saints game,
right?
And he never recovered after that. Right. And the thing about it is, if you watch the games from that game and then going to the game after and the game after and the game after, he was limping on the field. Like I said, I know I got 4 eyes. I know. Yeah. I got 4 eyes.
I think he heard it.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Because I deal with people that got injuries. The first thing you do when you get injured, and it's a major injury, you mentally try to protect yourself, which means that you take about 30% off of your game. That means you're not pushing as hard, you're not giving it all, you're not putting no torque on the ball. And anytime it looks like somebody is going to impact you, you wince, which means that now you shy away from contact. And being a quarterback, that throws your game off. Because now basically you put yourself in a box to say, only thing I can do right now is hand it off to my running back.
Because the thing is, if you pay attention to every throw after that hit in the Saints game, and this is homework for everybody that's watching too. Pay attention to his face. His face told everything.
It said it all.
He was struggling to get that ball out there.
Now, I would like to add something to that, K-Style, please.
Hold on, let me finish this off, and I'm gonna let you cook on it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you cook on it. Because remember, when we was winning, people forget Kyle Pitts was on pace for a 900-yard season when we was winning until Kirk Cousins got hurt.
Yep.
And then he tailed the fuck off. Now go ahead, Truth. Truth.
He went to the store.
I see. But yeah, like you said, the thing is, even with the $100 million quarterback, it's one thing if you just had a regular backup.
So
you got your future back there. The thing about it is even if it was 100.
Okay, but it's I go see any.
Where he messed up at was after that Chargers game, and this is where a lot of people started giving him the side eye. Was after that Chargers game, he was talking about Kirk. He said Kirk Cousins played well and he gave us the best chance to win. Does anybody remember what happened in that Chargers game?
Yeah,
Oh boy.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
Man,
And he threw that ball up like he
that
was
was
going, like he was flying a damn kite. He
Yeah.
threw that motherfucker like he was flying a kite or something.
He was throwing it to the water boy. He was throwing it to the cheerleaders. He was throwing it to the people in the stands. But
Look,
nobody on the field getting it.
look, look, look,
My
look.
bad. My
that
bad.
was the worst game of the season right there.
Look. I'm gonna say it like I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm gonna get flat for that man. Looked worse than Desmond Ritter. I'm sorry. In that game,
I
that was
have to
bad.
agree.
yeah,
He
I
was
agree
bad.
with you.
But you know what a lot of fans don't understand about $100 million. Yeah, we paid $100 million for him, but that wasn't guaranteed that he was not gonna get hurt. He was not gonna have issues. See, just because you pay a good amount of money for anything, cars, houses, whatever, it don't guarantee you gonna get your money's worth.
Hold on. That's why the leash was longer because of the money.
Oh,
No,
see, here's the thing.
the
Here's
leash
the
was
thing.
long because Raheem liked him.
Go
This
ahead,
was
Truth. Go ahead, Truth.
here's the thing. I'm gonna tell y'all what make Raheem's job in jeopardy to me. It's me. It's me now. Yes, we started 6-3. We all saw that. Everything was moving. Everything was running all right. Whether you knew he was hurt or not, you still watch that man go out there and play ineffective football and cost the football team games, and you didn't make it. You didn't make the change.
There you go.
That's a fireable offense. Because let me tell y'all something. When we brought in Matthew Judon and Simmons last year, 95% of the fan base had us already penciled into the Super Bowl.
Nah, that's not true.
That's very true, sir.
Yeah, they
That's
did.
very true,
That's
sir.
not true.
That is very true.
Super Bowl, Super Bowl.
Hold up. Wait.
Had us penciled into the Super Bowl. That's very true, sir.
So
We didn't
the
say it.
Because
They
what we
did.
were doing,
That's not true.
because when they were doing that, we were trying to tell them, everybody pipe down a little bit now. Let's at least win a playoff game.
Yeah,
But
make it to the
never,
playoffs, but not the Super Bowl.
you know,
No, ESPN and them, they did have us penciled in. We weren't saying it. We were telling
Oh,
everybody. We were
yeah.
telling
I
everybody,
thought you
don't
meant like
slow
Falcons
down.
fans were saying that. Like Falcons
Yeah.
fans.
It was a lot of Falcon fans that was already penciled Super Bowl. It may not have been you. Yeah.
it just wasn't you,
Shoot.
bro. That's all. That's cool.
It's not
If it
you.
wasn't you, that's cool. But it was going on a lot. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You telling me it's
Yeah.
not true? Like it is true. Now, at any rate, you let all this go on. You didn't make the change. Then when you made the change after a win on Monday Night Football, and then that's when you decide to let us know that the kicker's hip been fucked up, okay? And you been on his kicking leg. That's a fireable offense. Too much money. It's too much money involved. That's all I got.
To think about it, you think about it, you were literally two Cordero Hodge special team plays away from. If it wasn't for Cordero Hodge, we would have lost that game against the Raiders. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
Woo, boy.
Wait. And then the cherry on the top is when you took Koo out the game, you put the other kicker in, and he kicked it in front of the field goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let Will go. Let Will go, y'all.
Yeah, all right. What's up, Will?
Yo,
What's going on, man?
what's going on? Yeah, I'm agree with y'all because I feel like Raheem Morris ain't made the proper adjustments, and with that being said, there's no more excuses. I don't want to hear no talking. I want to see results. Like Matt might say, it's been too long for the team not to make the postseason. We got the roster, and we need to start using Tyler Jill more too, man. I know Dejan Robinson's our workhorse, but we can't make him the vocal point of the offense because teams gonna gel, see what we doing. So every week we got to change the game plan. One week it could be Drake London. Next week it could be Kyle Pitts. Second week it could be Rory McLeod. We have to switch our game plan up. We can't just be doing the
No, we're
same
not doing that.
basic
We ain't
things.
doing that.
Come on,
No,
Mike. Let him
I'm
finish.
just saying.
Let
I
him
ain't
finish.
trying
Let
to
him finish.
All right.
be
I'm
off
sorry.
topic, but
Let
I'm
him
just
finish.
saying though,
Let him
like
finish.
we just gotta make the proper game adjustments. Like Matt might say, like we gotta just be better every week.
You can
So
plan around Ray McLeod, Michael.
No, the
I
thing,
told him to
no,
calm down.
the thing is though, the thing is,
Dickhead.
number one, you got new guys that's gonna be itching to get on the field. That's gonna add to the rotation. I'm
Damn,
gonna
I
tell
want
you
my
right
dad
now.
to call me big head.
It
I
ain't
feel
it,
bad.
it ain't it ain't the offense I'm worried about. It's the defense. I don't need Watts and them 9 days away from the daggone line of scrimmage. I don't need that. I don't need
nah,
Jesse Bates up in the stands with the cheerleaders. No, no,
uh,
no. That's what
to
I'm
be,
worried
be
about.
honest,
Offense I ain't worried about.
no, but truth to be honest, we're gonna be really playing a lot of 4-3 and 5-3 nickel sets and some a little bit 3-4 and a lot of zone blitzing. Because if you listen to
Look,
Jeff Obert saying, you have a good one. We basically have multiple looks that we're gonna give opponents, and now it's a pass happy league. You can't really tackle players no more, so it's a lot of you know what I'm saying, spread options. Like a lot of teams like doing vertical routes, so we gotta play more man to man and a little bit zone blitzing, and everything
But
be up front.
the thing is, you got to wait and see who makes the roster, is
Yeah,
yeah.
as to how
yeah,
they're going to run the defense. Because if certain individuals don't make the roster, they're gonna have to revamp it. So it's a wait and see on that.
yeah.
And that's the advantage that they had by putting a bunch of damn athletes on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who bright ass idea was to have Nate Landry covering Justin Jefferson 30% of the damn game.
Well,
Jimmy
first of
Lake,
all,
Jimmy Lake Corner.
why was Judon chasing? You know what? I'm good.
Hold on. I got a question for everybody because this is why I get so pissed off about people be saying it's Jimmy Lake's fault. All right, so we all
It was his
walking.
fault.
Hold on, nigga, shut up. I'm getting the question. I'm
Hey,
getting
he
to
get
the
into it.
question. Look, you just said that's I asked the question. But this is why I got a problem with people say pointing the finger at Jimmy Lake. All right, so we're in the Super Bowl. We're in the Super Bowl. All right, it's the fourth quarter. Last drive in the NFL. Last drive of the NFL season. Atlanta Falcons. They got four wide receivers. Four wide receivers on the field. And you send out two linebackers and you rushing four and an extra DB. Who in this room is actually are going to be looking at Raheem saying, "All right, bro, why are you sending out two linebackers when they sending out four wide receivers? Aren't y'all gonna say something to this man, or you gonna look at the nigga strange or something if they doing that?"
Cuz, check the private chat,
Yeah.
cuz.
Huh?
No,
Cuz, check the private chat.
cause here's the thing.
All right. Hold up.
Here's the thing. When it comes to that, and this is where the defensive side comes in at, and this is another aspect of it. Jimmy Lake was still calling the defense when the defense was the best pass rushing
He might
team
be.
in the league for that month. So he
So
was still calling the defense.
Nah,
So the
it's
question,
kind of. They said Raheem took some of the play calls at the end, towards the end.
All right.
That's a fact.
I didn't see him.
he that
That's not a fact. That's not a fact.
That
He
is a
took
fact.
I
over.
didn't.
Hold on, nigga. I'm telling you that's not a fact because I've done the research. Okay, just because you say it, I can prove it. Evan. He didn't say he took over play call. He said
He said
he took more of a role on the defensive side of the ball.
That's what
he
I'm
was
saying.
he was
That's
involved.
what I meant. That's
No,
what I meant.
no, that's
That's what I
not what
meant.
you
No,
said. You said he
No,
took
that's what
over
I
play
meant.
call.
That's what I meant. My bad. That's what I meant.
No, we gonna talk about what you said. I don't care about what
My
you
bad.
meant.
My bad. My bad. That's what I meant, though.
yeah. So the thing about it is, let's just say, and this goes back to the adjustment thing where this is where he's really gonna get looked on is because from weeks 1 to 10 or 1 to 11, whatever the hell the bye week was, I can't remember. We had one of the worst pass, but we was historically this was one of the
I think
worst
we had
historic
like
pass
15
rushes.
sacks or something.
We
We had
had
like
10
15.
sacks. We had 11 sacks and 12 in like 10 and 11 games. It was
Jim Lake,
bad.
Jim Lake don't know what the hell we doing.
But I said that
hold on, hold on,
but I
hold on,
also on
hold on,
Raheem
hold on.
too. I
He
also
the
on Raheem too.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on.
he the
Hold on,
coordinator.
everybody.
Go
Hold
ahead,
on, everybody. Hold on.
go ahead.
So, if it was that bad, why wait till week 13 to make a change?
I agree with you on that.
No, answer the question. Answer it.
Why would it wait? Why would it wait till week 13 to make a change if you knew your defensive coordinator was fucking up from the
I
beginning?
honestly I don't know why he waited so long, especially at the end of the season when we was really collapsing at the end of the season. I don't know why he waited so long to make that change. I agree with you on that. That's his fault. That he should take full responsibility
You did.
for that. I agree with that.
Didn't you say it was Jimmy? It was all Jimmy Lake fault, though.
No, it was Jimmy Lake. It was Jimmy Lake fault that we had a bad defense. That we wasn't getting no pressure on the quarterback. That's Jimmy Lake fault. He's the one calling the plays.
Hold on. Let me ask you this question. Let
When
me ask you this
Raheem,
question. If that's the case, then why is Jimmy Lake call? Why is he designing the plays and why is he calling the plays? If it's Raheem's defense, he's the defensive coordinator. They hire him to be the defensive guy. Why is Jimmy Lake calling plays and why he's creating plays?
why I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that.
It's a lot of people who don't know nothing.
Because the thing,
Nobody knows.
What I want to ask a question. How many years has Jimmy Lake been in the NFL as a coordinator?
1
year. 1 year. Was that happen to be our year?
Yes, sir.
That's on Raheem, bro.
That's
you brought
in. I agree with that too.
Yeah, you brought in a guy who you probably need to hold his hand a tick. You know what I mean? And you might have to guide him through at least guide him through his first year. You know what I mean? He should have been on his hip the whole year. He should have been on his hip the whole year just to help, just to be that help for him, not to be an overseer, but just be his help. That shit on Raheem.
But everything gonna change this year though. He got Brick as his defense coordinator. He's a way
the
better.
Brick gonna slap the shit out. Brick gonna slap the shit out of his ass if he try to interfere with anything.
I hope so.
He don't have to. He's not gonna have to interfere because
I'm gonna tell you something about I'm gonna tell you something about him. And like I said, you need to listen to what the man said when he came here. He said, "I want you guys to see me and Raheem on the sideline arguing." See, that's what I've been trying to tell people for the last 2.5 weeks. When you got a coworker that didn't come up through the ranks with you, you are not their understudy. Doesn't matter what position you are. You just a position by name to that person. Basically, he know Raheem's tendencies. He know when Raheem on that bullshit, and he know when Raheem getting full of himself. And Jeff Ulbrich, in the position he's in right now, he ain't got room to just go along with Raheem stuff. He gonna buck back. Why? Because he knows Blank already got a side eye on him anyway. That's why you see him in all the videos in the trenches with his players. He not about to let Raheem get him fired on no GP. No, he gonna.
You said Blank got a side eye on who?
Jeff Ulbrich.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And see, like, come on, if you with your coworker at work, it's certain shit your coworker can't say to you if y'all done came in the job together. Right. You know that.
Right.
It's not shit you gonna let ride. And see, Jimmy Lake didn't have the pedigree to say nothing. He was an understudy.
And by the way, before we even get to that pinky poo, I'm sorry. Damn, as a habit, I ain't gonna do that.
It's all good. I ain't tripping.
Hey, look, we fuck with you.
Yeah,
but
I know.
The thing is, Arthur Blank done already came out and put on his own Raheem and Terry Fontenot. Okay, we got all this stuff is documented. Okay, him saying in the offseason, he talked to Raheem and he talked to Terry Fontenot about stepping up. We need to improve our defensive line. Guess what Terry Fontenot went out and do? He brought in Leonard Floyd. They drafted Jalen Walker, who's fucking killing it right now in training camp right now. They're looking at him like he a damn superhero. So that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole other thing.
Jalen
But
Walker's a
James
monster.
Pearson, so he's already told these guys. So don't get it twisted about Arthur Blank not holding these guys accountable, because he does hold these guys accountable. And it's not just one person; it's everybody.
Everybody, even Kyle Smith. Even Kyle Smith in
Mhm.
the front office job is on the damn line here too.
So you guys believe if the Falcons don't make the playoffs, everybody they clean the house?
Probably.
I think it's the beginning of the new regime, because they done already
Yeah,
showed baby boy Josh. They'd already
yeah,
showed baby
yeah,
boy Josh.
yeah. Baby boy
But
was involved in the draft.
Arthur Blank don't find no head coaches after 2 years though. We ain't really seen that,
Now,
Oh,
baby
Well,
boy
here,
that's
taking
it.
over.
huh?
Baby boy finna take over, man.
Who taking over?
Josh
Josh
Blank.
Blank.
John Blunt.
Blank son.
Oh, so he taking over after this year?
I look.
They
He taking
pretty
over
much
now. He taking over now.
They
they pretty
already
much
grooming
got him.
them.
He pretty much doing it now as we speak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
So
he's the one that's gonna be making all the decisions.
Yeah.
he's definitely one of the guys that's making key decisions up there.
Yeah,
yeah, he
his dad is still a decision maker, but
mhm.
he's just
So if his son,
don't be surprised if you look up and everybody gone.
so if his son go to Arthur Blank, be like, hey, man, I want to get rid of Raheem, and Arthur Blank say, nah, we're not doing that yet. He can't really
Well,
get rid of him. So
no, what we're saying is they're groomed. Like you said, he's already been groomed
yeah,
because he actually, for those that don't know, Josh Blank actually has a part in them bringing in Jalen Walker. For
Okay.
Yeah.
those that may not know
Mhm.
about that,
Yes.
so he helped push for that.
They've been grooming him for every
Mhm.
about 2 to 3 years ago. Blank talked about this when he was having a conversation. I believe it was when he was about to fire, release. I don't say fire, but relieve Rich McHale of his duties. That's when they started to say that his son was going to be more involved with the organization, with
Mhm.
whatever the damn commissioner named Roger Goodell. So this has been 2 to 3 years in the making.
And what
so
a
is
lot of people don't know, about Josh Blank is more of a football guy than his dad was
Way
when
so
he
more.
got started.
so is that a good thing that Josh Blank is about to take over? Is that a good thing?
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
Arthur,
You need some new
Arthur
blood,
old, bro.
man. What ain't wrong
Man,
with that?
He old, man.
Arthur,
He ain't got no experience. He don't know what he doing.
Look,
No, he do.
ESPN got.
You haven't heard of his brother? They grandfather him in right now
Yes,
as we speak.
they,
They've been doing it. It just
they've been doing that.
he's
Yeah,
just starting to show his face more. Like
yeah,
he
that
was
was
all into that.
Yeah, that was the first time I seen his face on that war room.
Yeah. But
yeah.
they've been grandfathering him in
uh-huh.
at least 2 to 3 years now. I'm telling you, bro.
See, the
Arthur
thing
getting
is,
old, bro.
yeah. See, the thing is, he been in the last 3 drafts. You just haven't seen his face until now.
Yeah,
Right.
He been in the
Yeah,
last 3 drafts.
yeah. They've
Right.
been grandfathering him in.
Yeah, but
Here's one thing. Here's one thing they do. Blank teaches him the business side of it. He learns from the board, and then he gets with Terry Fontenot, and Terry Fontenot teaches him the scouting part of it, so that he knows how to look at players and see what they see. Your owner got to know what your scouts are seeing in players before you decide to draft them. So
Let me tell
now you're going to see him be more involved in the draft. That's
I'm
why he
about to
was
show
talking to
y'all.
players this draft.
I'm gonna upload a picture so y'all can see this for yourself. Okay. So
while
this is
Mike uploading this picture. Let me tell y'all something, man. Hey, and this everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat. The Falcons win a division, win a playoff game. Raheem Morris can probably write his next contract.
No,
Yeah.
Is that a hot take?
Nah, all he gotta do is just make the playoffs, and he's gonna be here.
Well, the reason why I said make the playoffs and win a playoff game, because 9 times out of 10, the way we getting into the playoffs is by winning the division,
Right,
and your first playoff game gonna be at home. Need to win that. The
right.
first playoff game in that building, we need to win that. I don't give a shit. Don't lose the first playoff game in that building. If we go on the road, and lose the playoff game, okay. But don't lose the first playoff game in that building right there.
If he went, if he went, if he went, if he wins, if he's the head coach of the Falcons, winning the first playoff game at the Benz, he's probably gonna be here for the next 7, 8 years.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I say he can
Just,
write his next
just
contract.
on that
yeah,
alone.
yeah.
He can
Just
write
on
his
that
next
alone.
contract.
Hold on. So if he lose that first playoff game at home, that means he should be fired. Is that what you're
They're gonna be
saying?
looking. They're gonna have to teach him to it
The
for him.
only thing
No,
that'll keep him from being fired is he actually made the playoffs.
Right. So they'll.
yeah. Like I said, the thing,
He made the playoffs, bro. He gonna keep his job.
This man has always been
If that's the
blaming
question
him
you
for
asking,
this position,
if he made the playoffs, he gonna keep his job.
Yeah, he look like he look. That motherfucker look like Tyson Kidd, nigga. God damn.
Yeah. He a big dude now. He a big dude.
So this is what I mean by this has been in for a while now. This is not new.
He look more devilish than his damn dad.
Look. I'm gonna tell you what you're looking at right now. You looking at Vito Corleone as Arthur Blank, and you looking at Al Pacino. That's the son right there.
He look like Sonny. He look
Al
like
Pacino.
Sonny.
That's Michael
He look like
Corleone.
Sonny,
Yeah.
bro. No, that's Sonny all the way right there.
Yeah. So yeah, like you say, give it about 4 or 5 years, you probably gonna see that transition right then and there. But just for this conversation in itself, like you said, the Raheem aspect of it, it was never about Raheem Morris, the coach. It was about the Atlanta Falcons expectations. The expectations now, see, like
He got some tall shoes to fill right now. And see, the schedule don't do him no favors. Because
I like that schedule. I like it. Let's get it.
I'm just saying I like it, but it doesn't do him any favors with being he don't have no room to be lax because you got 4 games before the bye week. 2 of them division games. At the very least, if you 2-2, you need to have 2 wins in that division.
Yeah,
right.
Those first 5 games is going to be.
Yeah, that's gonna be some brutal. That's gonna be brutal. Yeah. Like you said, if here's the thing. If they're able to maintain at least a 6, I say after 12 games, because the last 5 games are really manageable games. If he could get this team at least a 6-4, 7-5-ish, right before them last 5 games, they'll be in a good position to make the playoffs.
Okay.
Now, go ahead. What'd you say?
I was gonna say, what if the Falcons show improvement on their defense and they still lose? Do you think he still should be fired, even though they lost?
Hell yeah.
What I'm saying is, but he showed improvement on the defense. Like the defense.
Hold on. Let me say it once again.
That's crazy.
I would say it like this. Once again, this is not a Raheem issue. This is a Atlanta Falcons team expectation problem.
Yeah. People want to win, bro. This ain't about looking good.
But you can't win. You can't win overnight. This should take time, bro.
But the thing is, though, I'm gonna go back to what I said. It's the way he lost last season.
Hold on. Let me break this down because I think people got it all the way fucked up. Who the fuck cares when you've already been to a Super Bowl? It's been there nearly a decade. Ain't nobody trying. You can sit up here and say good offense, good defense, but we need them together. Okay? Nobody cares.
So here's the question. Hold on. So here's the question that I have for you. Are you saying that because you believe he's a good coach, or is it only because that you like him?
Both.
Okay, well, see, I'm gonna tell you though. Like I said, it goes back to the way he lost. He does not have the cushion from the fan base, from the NFL, to get it right. Why?
So they,
Because you, in the eyes of the fans and the NFL, you wasted a season, a perfectly good season.
Let's
It's different if he would have struggled all last season and he was playing to the best of his ability. He might have had some cushion. He don't got no more cushion
Well,
here's
because
he
right
do
now,
got cushion. He got
no,
cushion
no,
because
no,
but
he
okay.
don't got cushion.
he got
He
cushion.
don't,
He got
he
cushion
don't,
because of
hold
Penix.
on, one at a time, one at a time.
Yeah,
he don't
I want
have
to break that
cushion.
down too.
It don't matter how many players is drafted and this draft was good. He don't have any more cushion. He's gonna have to produce, or they're gonna be wanting him out of here. Doesn't matter who we got in the draft. That don't matter. If he
So,
don't win games, it's gonna be a problem.
This is how.
so,
Okay.
go ahead, Truth. Go ahead, Truth. Go ahead, Truth.
Okay. Okay. Let me kind of shed a little light on this. I frequently hear a lot of Falcons fans, in their pity party. I call them the pity parties last year when we were going in on Raheem. A lot of Falcons fans were saying, "Well, y'all gave Arthur Smith a chance." Okay, now
That's a fact.
let's flip the situations. Let's put Raheem Morris where Arthur Smith was, and put Arthur Smith where Raheem Morris is right now. If Raheem Morris had inherited a team that way you had to go out there and sign 40 guys off the street to make 90 camp bodies, of course you give a coach like that leeway. If Raheem Morris had took over a team where the cap situation, we were so far in the damn red. You would have thought you could call us Pyru. That's how far we was in the red. You know what I mean? For real, you could call us Pyru. Now, once that money situation started flipping to the black, and we started building through the draft, getting certain free agents. Now, Raheem, when you now hold on, Arthur Smith, when you take over, hey, here it is. We got to lay it out for you, bro. Go out there and get us in the playoffs. And he don't get us in the playoffs, we would have been on been on Arthur Smith's ass just like we on Raheem Morris's ass. Their situations were different. Like K Styles said, the expectations are different.
Quick
It ain't
question.
about right. See, everybody's getting so emotional about this shit, thinking motherfuckers just bagging on Raheem. No, look, we just told you, Arthur Smith's son is transitioning in. Arthur Smith, not Arthur Smith, Arthur Blank is in his fucking 80s. That man want to see that man want to see a Super Bowl victory before he take his final rest.
Well,
That's all I'm
he
saying.
not gonna be able to do that after 2 years, bro.
Hold on,
He need more than
wait, stop,
1 year.
stop. Hold on,
Tank.
hold on, kid.
Go ahead,
Let me
Mark.
say this because I got a question before you. I kind of figure out. I kind of think where you're going. Tank, is this a team that can get to the playoffs?
Yes, I agree.
All
They
right,
can get to the Super Bowl.
all right. Go ahead, Kim.
If they can get to the playoff, they can get to the Super Bowl. We don't see. Look. Hey, before Kev go, the Washington Redskins was really. I'm gonna say some bad coaching away from being in the Super Bowl. Dan Quinn. There was some bad coaching away from being in the Super Bowl last year. The one the Eagles just won, and they just made it to the playoffs. You make it to the playoffs, you got a shot. And that team right there, we had that team on the ropes, and we beat the team that won the Super Bowl last year. That's why we on Raheem ass right now. Had we made it to the playoffs, we could have won the Super Bowl. We were better. We were just as good or better
We
than
were
every
better
team in
than
the
a lot.
NFC.
We beat the Eagles and we damn near beat the Chiefs. So on top of it, what you're saying, I would really suggest you
Should have beat the
watch this
Chiefs.
show over again, and write down all the points, and then you see to yourself if this is on your own accord. If you say that this is a roster that's built to make the playoffs, and he doesn't make the playoffs, why should Arthur bring him back? Because the guy that you fired, he didn't have any of that. The guy that we fired didn't have this roster. He didn't have Jalen Walker. He didn't have Pierce. He barely had wide receivers.
And
Yep.
Arthur Smith lost his job because he mishandled the quarterback situation. If he hadn't mishandled the quarterback situation, Arthur Smith probably still here. That's why he lost his job. He mishandled the quarterback situation.
We probably would have been in the playoffs too.
You were 3 sacks. You were three sacks. You was 2 sacks away from winning 9 games the year he got fired. And the year before that, 3 sacks away from being 10-7.
Shit, 2 tackles. It didn't even have to be a sack. Just 2 tackles. We were 2 tackles away from winning.
Let's be honest. We had the highest amount of tackles and sacks and stuff like that under Arthur Smith.
Yeah. It's just one of those cases where it was, like you said, it was just those one plays in those games that cost us. And he couldn't get over those one plays.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to tell y'all. Y'all know what the death penalty was, though? When that damn boy...
That headache game, boy.
When that boy had... When he had 20 yards, when he could have ran into the end zone, and he threw back across his body and threw a pick in the end zone in Carolina.
Yeah, that was it for him.
He killed himself and his head coach.
Man, he was not good, man. He was not good.
He killed himself and his head coach.
No, the problem is what you're saying. What is not good?
No, he's not good.
Listen to me. Let me finish it.
Right.
The issue with Dez, and you can go back to the whole tape I said that whole year. Stay within yourself. The problem that Dez had was he tried to play outside himself. That's where a lot of those mistakes is. A lot of times you don't have to be a superstar to be capable. His issue was he tried to play outside himself, and that's where he got into a lot of trouble.
And he paid attention to the noise too much.
The noise.
He paid attention to the noise too much.
He let the Lamar Jackson shit. He let the Lamar Jackson shit affect him. That's what really killed him.
Let me put this in because I got a problem with him saying that he wasn't good.
He wasn't.
Hold on, nigga.
No, he was like saying no. Look, let me say it like this. Desmond Ritter had this. Let me just say this. I'm gonna let you cook. Desmond Ritter had the same season Michael Vick had his first year.
Look, I get that. I get that.
Look.
We're gonna do something more recent.
Their numbers were identical after 17 games.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Identical.
No. Look. Tank, go ahead and do a comparison and look.
Hold up. Go ahead. Hold up. Because anybody know the quarterback that actually won the Super Bowl?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Does anybody know what Jalen Hurts' numbers were?
We had like 2,800 yards and like 30-something touchdowns
in the Super Bowl.
The man.
For that whole year,
he had six more touchdowns thrown than Desmond Ritter. Okay, he had less than 100 yards more than Desmond Ritter threw in the season that he got ultimately traded for. So this guy who won the Super Bowl, you say he's not good. Okay, you say he's not good. He threw 6 less. Hold on, wait. If he threw 6 less touchdowns and less than 100 yards than the quarterback who won the Super Bowl, then either Desmond Ritter sucks or the guy that won the Super Bowl sucks. Because those guys' numbers are damn near identical. Which one is it? Desmond sucks or Jalen sucks?
Desmond Ritter had a 360-something yard game and he lost.
And I get that, but Tank, come on, you got to answer the question because you said that Desmond Ritter sucks. So if Desmond Ritter sucks, then what are we saying about Jalen Hurts? Because his numbers were not better. It was not too much better than Desmond Ritter.
let's try not to compare Desmond.
No.
No. See.
Let's not do that.
Hold on. No. Tank. You trying to run away from the conversation with that?
I'm not.
Yeah, yes, you are.
Tank say, y'all look here now. Y'all on this bullshit now. Y'all on this bullshit.
He said.
That's how cool Tank said that shit. Tank said, hold on, let's not
trying to
compare.
slide.
Hold on, no.
I like that, Tank.
No. Hold on. See, but this is what I'm talking about. You see how you tried to get out of it.
Moonwalk out of that.
He tried to skate out of it.
Yeah,
we're talking about the numbers.
Out of that, Jack.
We're talking about the numbers. Yes, you did, because the thing is, he said, look at the numbers. He didn't say if they were the better quarterback. He said, look at the numbers. Because if you're basing it off of the numbers are identical. Now, when I say again,
let's not.
No. Let me finish, because
No. Go ahead, kid.
No. Because you tried to skate out of it 3 times already.
Let's not look at these numbers.
No.
Change the spell of the numbers.
JoJo dancing.
No. See. Now the numbers don't matter. The problem. No. Yes, it is, because the thing is, when we said the numbers were identical, you said the numbers don't matter. That's exactly what you just said.
No, let's not compare these two quarterbacks.
Hey, Kev, no, we're not. Let's not, Kev.
No.
Let me ask a question.
Hold on.
One quarterback is a Super Bowl
Everybody,
and the other quarterback is a backup quarterback. Let's not do this. And for one,
and he still had. He said, no. Tank. No. This is where you need to be quiet, because like you said, you wiggled out of this conversation with the numbers. Yes, you did. You've done it 3 times.
So what about the eye test? Y'all guys don't.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on, Tank. Let me ask you a question. No. Let me ask you a question, Tank. So if you saying one is a Super Bowl winning quarterback, the other one's a backup quarterback, but the numbers are basically identical, but you don't want to use the numbers as a talking point, then basically what you're going off of is popularity, because it ain't production.
But hold on, but we seen.
You're going off popularity, bro.
We seen Jalen Hurts have better seasons than we had last year.
No.
That's not.
Yes, we have.
Hold on. But he didn't win the Super Bowl, though.
No, he didn't win the
Super Bowl.
Did I
chime in on this?
No.
Like I said,
hold on. They went to Super Bowl, though. They went.
But did they win the Super Bowl, though?
No.
Ain't that what their final objective?
They almost did.
Did I chime in on this?
Did they win the Super Bowl, Tank, when he had the better numbers?
Almost.
Did they win the Super Bowl, Tank? Yes or no?
Almost. They almost did. They was in the Super Bowl with the Chiefs. They lost to the Chiefs.
This nigga here. Let's mute it.
It's a yes or no question.
You get muted right now. Go see.
I can chime in on this.
Go ahead.
Look, let me say this. I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts just did what he was asked to do. If Saquon breaking every time he touched the damn ball, you ain't gotta throw it. You know what I'm saying? Every time Saquon touched the ball, he down there running for a touchdown. So, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like he just did what he was asked to do. You know what I'm saying? He was a game manager. The difference between him and Desmond Ritter gonna turn the ball over. When his ass was trying to be a game manager, we stare down the receivers, they pick him off. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between him, and they both game managers, but the difference between him, Desmond Ritter made the wrong decision. He you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
But Jalen Hurts, when he was at the throw, he threw. You know what I'm saying?
So
go ahead, Mike. What you about to say?
No, let him finish.
I was just saying, when you got Saquon Barkley, think how many times Saquon broke. Every time he touched the ball, he break for 40, 50 yards down there. You know what I'm saying? So I basically think Saquon really ran them to the Super Bowl.
You would be correct.
Hold on. All right. So hold on. Wait. Because you said he didn't turn the ball over and he was asked to do what he wanted to do. Do you know how many turnovers? Yeah, how many turnovers did Jalen Hurts have last year?
Last year, I don't know. But yeah, let me see. I don't know. How many did he have last year?
That's real interesting. Because when I look at this number, this is really interesting. This is kind of real interesting. Okay. This man has had 9 fumbles for 5 straight years.
Well, he a running quarterback.
Hold up. No, I don't give a damn about what the fuck he doing. Motherfucking turnover, goddamn. Y'all just me on that bullshit. This nigga got a career total of 45 career turnovers. Okay, 45 of them. That's the same reason why Desmond Ritter lost his fucking job. But we up here talking about Desmond Ritter sucks. The dude that won the Super Bowl got a career total of 45. Right, 45 turnovers.
I say Desmond Ritter sucks.
And not just hold up. That right there is just the fumbles. I haven't even counted the damn interceptions.
Yeah, no, I ain't saying. I think they mishandled Desmond Ritter. They didn't get him no quarterback training. Like you know how folks got quarterbacks to work with him.
This is why we having the conversation, because everybody said Desmond just sucks, but the dude that got $200 million, this dude got well over 50 plus turnovers. Not we just talking 45 is just counting the damn fumble.
I got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
We are you guys saying Desmond Ritter and Jalen Hurts, like just by the eye test? Are you guys saying?
I don't care about no eye, goddamn, because some of you motherfuckers got
I know where he's going over
this. Just by the eye test.
That's my man now.
Just forget about the numbers. If you watch the game, watch the games, because
I watch turnovers, motherfucker. Okay.
You know what? Let me answer that.
Are you guys saying that like they're the same caliber of quarterbacks?
Okay, now hold on. You said based on eye test, right?
Yes.
Here's the thing. Okay. I can't tell you what your eyes saw. My eyes may see something different, completely different from what you see.
Right there. That's exactly right.
My eyes may see something totally different. You may see something, and it may not pass your eye test, and that's fine. But I may see something that it may pass my eye test, or vice versa.
Look. I'm gonna say this.
Hold on, Juan. Let you finish it.
You know, the eye test. It goes along.
It matters.
It goes along into your opinion. See, when you talk about the eye test, that goes in your opinion. Now, here's the thing about opinion, and we always say this. The majority of the time when we're debating, it starts off with opinions, okay? But whenever opinions clash, you got to refer to the fact. And see, that's what Mike was doing. He was referring to what was factual. So you got to take, you got to take eyeball tests and all that out of it. And then you got to refer to what's factual. And see, the real question need to be asked is, why was it Jalen Hurts able to accomplish winning the Super Bowl and a guy like Desmond Ritter wasn't? Then that's when you go deep into why let me finish, into why the leash is short for Raheem Morris.
All right, but let me finish this, right? And I'll let you go.
And then we get back to
what's the difference between Jalen Hurts and Desmond Ritter?
I can tell you.
I'm asking Tank. What's the difference between Jalen Hurts and Desmond Ritter?
Y'all both can.
No, it's experience.
Jalen
Hurts and Desmond Ritter are almost identical except for experience.
Oh my goodness!
Why? The reason why the numbers say so. So here's the deal. You can't separate parts of the conversation to fit your narrative to win an argument. I'm talking about across the board. His experience is the only thing that puts him ahead of Desmond Ritter. Because he's been in the league longer, he's seen more defenses, he's played against more teams. Desmond ain't had that time. He ain't nowhere near close. It'd be a different thing if they was in the league the same amount of time. But that's the difference. That's the reason why Mike went over those numbers. That's why I went back to what I said. I said, is it popularity? Because it ain't got nothing to do with production if you're going to take the numbers out. It's all popularity.
Okay, so are you saying Jalen Hurts is not that good either? Are you saying that too?
No, I'm not saying Jalen Hurts is not that good. I'm not saying Desmond Ridder sucks. I'm saying they're almost identical except for experience.
Yeah, let me say this, because this what it is, man. Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson had time to develop. Desmond Ridder didn't.
This is
they did. They had time. Think about when Jalen Hurts first came in the league. He wasn't that damn good.
Thank you.
He was sorry as shit.
Everybody was on his ass about not being that dude for Philly.
Jalen Hurts almost
same thing Desmond did.
He almost lost his job.
He worked on it. Lamar Jackson too. Lamar Jackson wasn't that good. He worked on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts almost lost his job. That's
what I'm trying to tell you.
To who?
He almost lost his job.
To who?
Well, he was on the trade. He was on the trade block after the first year he started.
You gotta do your homework.
Eagles?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, you gotta do your homework.
Hold on. He's the reason why Carson Wentz ain't there no more.
They ain't got nothing to do with it. They still
Jalen Hurts.
No. Hold on. Time out.
That's a fact.
Time out. Let me say this. I want you to go back and look up all the news articles about Jalen Hurts in what was that second year? 2020?
Yeah.
Was it 2020?
Yeah.
Go look at all the news articles. Go look at all the sports feeds. Jalen Hurts was on the trade block because they didn't think he was going to develop in time.
They put the things out this year. They put the things out for the Super Bowl this year about where he came from. You had Joy Taylor talking about he wasn't ready.
Yeah,
he was talking about he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Come on now, they did it this year.
That would have been a mistake if they would have traded him. That would have been
but like I said, but here's the thing. I'm glad we're having this conversation because it's not about Desmond Ridder and his development with Tank. It's not about that.
No, that's not true.
Tank is still upset they didn't get Justin Fields. Remember, this is the Justin Fields.
No, Tank.
Yes,
come on, Tank.
Yes, it is.
This is
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Don't do that. This is not.
No, Tank. No, Tank.
Damn.
You look. You went down that road.
Just ask the question,
So you gave so let me ask you a question. Outside of the football reason, what is it about Desmond Ridder you didn't like about that situation?
It was only strictly football. Like I have.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
On the field.
Are you sure?
On the field, he was not good.
Because
hold on. And
no. Hold on.
I'm not finished. And another thing. Oh, go ahead.
No. I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
Oh, God damn it! Because we already know who your favorite guy was. He's on his third opportunity now. So he got all the opportunities.
Say it ain't so, Tank.
No, he got the opportunities because they see talent in him. They see potential in him.
Oh, wait. No. Wait.
You see exactly what it was. You see what it is. Talent is not going to talent. That don't mean shit. Because the thing about it is, if he doesn't perform under that contract, his start thing's gone.
Oh, you're right.
Let me ask you.
But think about it. Think about this time. Why was Desmond Ridder the only quarterback in NFL history that could not get another chance to do anything?
Because he don't have the talent like Justin Fields do.
Hold on, wait, stop. All right. You just stop right there. Okay. Answer this question.
All right.
Answer this question. Has Justin Fields ever threw for more yards than Desmond Ridder?
No.
Take the run game out because I know that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
hold on. Stop.
I said
so. Since you said no to that,
right?
Why hasn't he thrown for more yards? Is it because he lacks talent, or it's because maybe the things that they saying about him aren't true?
I'm gonna be honest. He was running for his life in Chicago. He had no offensive line.
Hold on. Not even that. Not even that. The coaching staff don't know
I
how
didn't
to.
ask that. I ain't asked none of that. I ain't asked that.
Just like the way you guys said about Desmond Ritter about they didn't really teach him how to be a quarterback here in Atlanta for Ritter. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with the Bears.
I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you that.
They don't know how to build.
I asked you a question. I asked you a question, and the question goes back. And see, you can answer it too. If he's never thrown for more yards than the guy that you said sucks and he doesn't deserve talent or he doesn't have talent, why is it the guy that you say that everybody said they see talent in has never thrown for more yards than the guy you said sucks?
Because you can't say he didn't have wide receiver because his number one wide receiver is our number two. So you can't say that.
George Pickens just got traded for to Dallas.
You can't say.
I think quarterback coaching mean a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Justin Fields just didn't have no coaching, like no good quarterback coach.
Justin Fields had the IQ of a ball of length. How do you run into three weapons in the end zone?
Hold on. K-Styles, whose situation is better? Justin Fields or Ritter's situation? The talent around him. The talent around him. Who was better?
Doesn't matter.
It do matter.
No, I don't.
Hold on, stop. Stop. Why
it was the same? It was the same. Let me say something.
Why does the yards matter? You bring it up.
Hold on.
He asked me a question. He said, "Whose situation was better?"
Yes, between
Chicago was expected to go to the playoffs before Atlanta did. No, so who had the better situation?
No, that's not true.
That is true.
Hold on, nigga. You can't. Every time somebody asks something, you can't answer. You can't say that's not true. You got to.
I answered your question.
No. Go back to 2023. Chicago was in the middle of the pack in the power rankings. Actually, they were outside the top 10.
No,
that was an expectation.
Hold on,
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields came in the league in 2020 or 2021.
What are you
2021? Yes. I said 2023. We're talking about the first year of Ritter versus the year of Justin Fields. The Chicago Bears, the Chicago Bears power rankings and expectations was they were going to win the NFC North. What was the expectation for the Falcons that year?
To make the playoffs.
No,
it wasn't.
We won 2 games.
Not 2023. It wasn't.
The division. No, it wasn't right there for the division.
Nah, they say we weren't gonna win 2 games.
Right.
No. The expectation was 4 games. Expectation was 4 games that year.
Right.
So you're telling me. So you're telling me that a 4-win expected team is a better situation than a team that was supposed to make the playoffs.
You know what? I got a better question. If Justin Fields was that good, why didn't he pan out in Pittsburgh? He got there before Russell Wilson. So why didn't he pan out in Pittsburgh?
That's the Steelers' fault.
No.
Hold on.
Go true.
Justin Fields was doing just fine until they yanked him out.
When?
In Pittsburgh.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He was barely hanging on in Pittsburgh.
He was a game manager in Pittsburgh, bro. He didn't even run much.
So was Russell Wilson.
No. But see, if he was that good, they wouldn't have needed to put Russell Wilson in.
But hold on, you guys thinking I'm saying Justin Fields is some superstar quarterback. I'm not saying that.
No, yes, you've been saying that.
I'm not saying. I did not. Yeah. I did not say that. I did not say Justin Fields was a superstar, top 10 quarterback. I never said that.
You said he was better than Ritter, but you asked whose situation is better. But I asked, okay, if that's the case, why didn't he pan out in Pittsburgh? Because Ritter went to because if you look at it, Ritter went to the Cardinals.
Look. Go ahead, Mike. Everybody, hold on. Go ahead, Mike. So because I kind of figure everything out. So when you like somebody, okay,
You like
everything
somebody that got potential.
when you like somebody, we need to give them time to develop, and they need coaches. But when it comes down to Ritter, did Ritter need new coaches, or he's just sucked overall? Because again, Desmond Ritter threw for more passes than the guy that you said sucked. So again, let me make it clear. Let me make it clear because you said that Justin Fields, the reason why he sucked is because he didn't have the quarterback coach. He didn't have the quarterback coaches. So if that's the case, if Desmond Ritter would have had better quarterback coaches, do you think he'd still be in the league?
No.
Hold on. Who was the quarterback coach for the Atlanta Falcons?
So Desmond Ritter didn't suck because
Ritter
didn't
didn't have a quarterback coach.
So all right. If that's the case, okay. So if that's the case, do you think that Desmond Ritter, if he would have had a better quarterback coach, he would have been a better player?
Yeah, I do believe he would have been a better player. But look though, he also had the talent around him.
What
you guys are not mentioning that. You guys are not mentioning that. He had an offensive line.
Stop. I got another question. All right. So let's say Justin Fields lacked the talent. Let's say that he didn't have a true number one. Do you think what's the guy? DJ Moore for him? Do you think DJ Moore is better than George Pickens?
Yes, he's better than George Pickens.
Okay. You say DJ Moore is better than George Pickens?
Yes, he is.
So why didn't he throw for more yards while he was in Chicago?
That was his best year in Chicago when he had DJ.
Why didn't he throw for more yards than Desmond Ritter in Chicago?
Remember
about the yards. You bring up yards.
Because you said they clearly he didn't have any talent.
So because Desmond Ritter throws more yards, that makes him better because he throws more yards.
Nobody see Tank. See
that's
you.
What man
You're
trying.
No.
That's what man might say.
No. You're doing it. See what you're trying to do is you're trying to add words to make it seem to make it seem like no, because the thing what Mike is asking. Think about this. Think about Chicago. Chicago had a better rushing attack than Atlanta, right?
No, that's not true.
Yes, they did. They was number one. They were number one in the league. Because remember, Khalil Herbert was also 1,000-yard back.
Because of Fields.
You had DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney. Now all of a sudden, Darnell Mooney is not the sorry receiver everybody thought he was in Chicago, right?
No.
Yeah, that was a low note. He didn't say that with no victory.
Yeah, he didn't say that with no conviction.
See the thing about it, well, Brother Tank, the thing about it, and I see, I kind of see it. You remember the part when I said when opinions clash? What do you refer to?
You got to go to the facts.
You got to go to the facts. That's it. Hey, you ain't wrong. Stand on your opinion, brother. Stand on it. But when the opinions clash, you got to refer to the fact.
Okay, so what am I wrong about?
No. Here's the thing: the opinions clash, so you got to refer to the fact. The fact is, Desmond Ritter had more passing yards than Justin Fields.
Okay,
and that's a fact that you cannot argue. Now, you can argue opinions all day, but when they clash, you got to refer to the facts.
Okay,
right.
Well, true. Because I want to ask him something, Tank. Okay, you basically standing on that. Justin Fields was better than Desmond Ritter. Why didn't Chicago keep him?
Because they got Caleb Williams.
No.
You know it again.
They got Caleb Williams. They got Caleb Williams way after they let him go. Why didn't they keep Justin Fields?
Because they got the number one pick.
No,
you're not answering the question.
Hold on,
No,
Lauren.
see,
I just answered it.
No. Listen to me now. If he's that good, if you're a quarterback and
I
you're
said he's
that
better than
good
Ritter.
on the
I knocked
team,
myself.
no, but
Let me tell y'all something.
just hear me out. If you're saying Ritter, if you're saying that Justin Fields was that good, why did Chicago let him go?
I'm not saying he's that good.
You said he was better than Desmond Ritter. This is what we're talking about.
He is better
Why
than Ritter.
did Chicago let him
That's
go?
not saying anything. That's not saying something. That's not
Why?
saying
Answer the question.
He is
Why
better
did
than
Chicago
Ritter.
let him go?
That Tank slicker the rat shit, boy. He's slicker the rat shit, boy. I'm
Yeah.
talking about that Tank slick, boy.
He ain't going nowhere with this. He ain't answered the question.
I just answered it.
Why
No, you
did
didn't.
Chicago let him go?
You deflected the question. You deflected
How am
it
I?
to another player. He said,
But
"Why didn't?"
hold on. Isn't it not true though that they got the number 1 pick and they traded away Justin Fields?
Way after.
No, but
Why
hold
did
on,
Chicago let Justin Fields go?
but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though.
Hold on. Am I lying about that? Am I lying
No,
about
here's
that?
look. Listen. The NFL has been trying to prop Justin Fields to be this generational quarterback since he got in, right?
Yeah, because they see the
We're
talent.
talking about the NFL.
They see the
The
talent.
thing about it is, if he has the talent like that, you don't let that go.
Thank you.
I don't give a damn about no Caleb Williams. If I believe that this guy has that, then that's I'm gonna stick by that guy.
Hold on.
Get your
He's
life
trying to
together.
think, y'all. He's trying to think. He's trying to think up a lot,
No, I'm
y'all.
not.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, get your life together.
No, I'm not. I believe he has the talent. That's why
That's
the Jets
belief.
signed him. That's why the New York Jets signed him. They also see the talent in Justin Fields. Am I right?
Okay.
Yeah. Am I wrong about that? Because if they don't see the talent in Justin Fields, they wouldn't have signed him.
Bro, they ain't got no money left,
If
so they ain't
if Chicago
No. Like I said,
they wouldn't have let him
no.
go.
Hold on.
Stop trying to
Hold on. I'm gonna say this.
We gotta bring Tank back, man.
All right.
No.
We gotta bring Tank back, man.
Look,
We gotta
I'm
bring
gonna
Tank
say.
back. We gotta bring him back.
I'm gonna say this.
The Jets.
No, I'm gonna say this.
I'm not the only one.
So how many years if with the Jets are you gonna give him?
No, this 1 year. I want to see some. I want to see this 1 year.
So let's look at it from this standpoint.
Wait. He signed a 2-year contract though. I think a 2-year or 3-year. I think he signed a 2-year contract.
It's 3 years, but it's 2 years, 30 million guaranteed. It's 2 years. It's really 2 years, 40-30 guaranteed.
Okay, so how come nobody signed Desmond Ritter? If you guys think he's this good, why nobody got Desmond Ritter when they starting quarterback?
Nobody even said that. The problem is you're saying that he. No, look, listen.
Not us.
You said.
Okay.
You said he sucked, not us.
Look. You want to know why Desmond Ritter ain't on the team? Because he's mentally.
fragile.
Yeah,
He's mentally shot now.
Yeah, remember, you said he sucked. We asked you about him compared to Justin Fields.
So you guys don't think Ritter suck either?
No,
I don't think he sucks.
Well, other NFL teams think he sucked.
Well, that's again, that's an opinion.
It's a fact because nobody.
No, it's not a fact because you still haven't proven your fact with Justin Fields.
Hold on.
Nobody wants Ritter as a starting quarterback.
That's an opinion.
Hold up. That's not true at all because guess who signed him? Wanted to sign him and bring him in to visit him
to start
to try out for his team.
To start, who and what team is that?
You don't know?
What team is that?
It's the quarterback guru. It's the quarterback guru that's in Denver.
Sean Payton?
Yes. Why would Sean Payton want to sign Desmond Ritter?
So Desmond Ritter's with the Broncos right now.
Listen, why would Sean Payton want to sign him?
For a backup role or third string.
Okay then. So, all right, if he's a backup role, then Sean Payton has to see what in him.
If he's in a backup role, Sean Payton.
Hold on. No. To answer the question, I said, why would Sean Payton want to sign him? He would have to see what in him.
Potential.
Okay, then. So there you have it. So let's just say I'm not a guru. Would you say Sean Payton isn't a guru?
No, Sean Payton's a great coach.
All right then. So if that's the case, if a guy that's a guru and has shown you his ability to create and build talented quarterbacks, he's shown that. Why would he want to sign a guy like Desmond Ridder? Hold up. Because you said Desmond Ridder sucks. You said he sucked. Sean Payton said he didn't. Because Sean Payton is not bringing nobody on his team that sucks. So now we right back at what Tooth was saying about when the opinions clash. When the opinions clash, what happens? We got to go to the numbers, right?
Okay, go ahead.
So would you say Desmond Ridder's the worst? Hold on, would you say that Desmond Ridder's the worst quarterback this franchise has ever had?
No, I won't go that far.
What's going on?
Why not? Why not?
I believe we have worse quarterbacks. What up,
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
My question was, why haven't nobody signed Ridder to be the starting quarterback?
Nigga,
that's what
he ain't gonna be a starting quarterback. We already know that. You're stating an obvious just to try to make yourself seem right. Everybody know he ain't gonna start no more.
Nobody said he was gonna be a starting quarterback.
Right. Can I ask
Did you hear anybody? Did you hear anybody say that he was gonna be a starting quarterback if he got signed up here? Did you hear anybody say that?
Can I ask a quick question?
I said he's a
Go ahead, Coach.
Hey, Tank, this is just a question for you.
All right.
How long is Justin Fields going to be the starting quarterback?
He started right now.
I know how long it's going to take for him not to be the starting quarterback.
not to be starting quarterback?
Listen, bro. Listen. Justin Fields, listen.
He trying to think of, I see
he's very talented.
He's trying to think of something to say. That's why.
I'm just trying to hear let me finish. Justin Fields is very talented. Yes, he is. But he is not an NFL quarterback, bro. I'm telling you that. Listen. He is on his name. He's there on his name. He's there on his name now.
Right.
That's it. That's all he's in for. He's on his name now. He may be second string quarterback by game 5.
All right.
So then what happened?
I don't think so.
That's your hope, but we don't know.
Who's that backup though? It depends who that backup is.
It don't matter.
No, it don't
matter. It do matter.
No, it don't. Because he got
stop. Because this don't matter. Because this look, Tank, you got to get out your look. I really hold on. This you in your feelings because this is why it don't matter whether it's talent or not. Because we just saw this year a guy was drafted second, third overall as a quarterback and playing in our division, and he got benched. So none of that. Look, you still got to play at the end of the day. Now, nobody cares about what your potential is and what you drafted. That's what you care about.
So you believe? Hold on. You believe after 5 starts he won't be starting no more?
It's possible.
At the end of the day, he ain't got no choice. Like you said.
That's what I'm saying. This is last chance. This is last chance to be a starting quarterback. After this chance, he's not.
But think about it. What happened in Pittsburgh?
Look. I ain't gonna talk about what happened in Pittsburgh. Like I said, the thing about it is the NFL. He got benched. The NFL is hoping that Justin Fields pan out because if he doesn't pan out, guess what happens? Now the NFL looks foolish for pushing that 2021 draft class, which was quoted by ESPN analysts and scouts as the greatest quarterback class since 1983.
And nobody started.
Right.
Nobody started.
Right.
Except for Trevor Lawrence. That's the only one.
Trevor Lawrence on his last leg right now because he got worse numbers. he got the same numbers as Daniel Jones. Actually, Daniel Jones got better numbers than he do.
But he got a longer leash though because of the talent.
Yeah, you keep Tank. You got talent, okay?
Hold on. Do Michael Pittman got talent? Don't you think he got a longer leash? Okay, then. So the talent matters.
No, it don't fucking matter. Results matter, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. None of that shit matters, okay? It don't matter.
Look. You know how many talented quarterbacks out there that ain't won games? You know
None of that shit matters. Okay, none of that shit matters. You can sit up here. You can sit up here and say talent matters all you want to. That shit don't matter. Okay, it don't matter. Results matter. If you're not putting up numbers, if you're not leading us to wins, none of that shit matters. You can't keep passing for 150 yards and 50 yards rushing every game and expect teams to be okay with that. Okay, that's not gonna be it.
He got better as a passer though.
Who?
Justin Fields.
Where?
He was terrible. Hold on. He was terrible earlier. He was
terrible last year.
He got better. Yeah. He got better as a passer, bro. Let's not do that, bro.
Prove it to me. No, let him prove it to us. I prove it to us.
Just by watching the games, bro.
I can't on my computer.
We're going back to the things that we can't see
Because I watched quite a bit of those Pittsburgh games when he started too. That man threw no more than maybe 13 passes a game.
Hold on. Didn't he beat the Falcons in week 1 by his passing?
No, I think they won by field goals. Did they win by field goals?
Yes, he did. He beat.
They won by field goals, not his passing.
They scored 5 field goals, bro. What you talking about?
5 field goals.
He put him in field goal range. That's why.
Fucking 50-yard field goal, they put you in range.
It don't matter. He put him in range.
He did put him in range.
Look. I'm about to say you sounded real happy about that.
Kev, get him.
I'm not at my computer.
You sounded real happy.
I got this. Hold on. So if he did it, how many yards did what did he put up?
How many what he put up?
How many yards and how many points he put up?
How many yards total? We gonna throw the rushing yards too. How many yards total?
Over 200 yards total.
How many points did he score?
How many points did he score? I think the score was like 19 something.
No, it was 15.
No, he didn't score a single point. He didn't score not 1 point.
So you telling me Justin Fields didn't do anything?
No, but those points go to the kicker. It doesn't go to the offense. It goes to the special.
How many points?
Joe is good.
I don't know. Well, I saw him making some good throws in that game, man. I don't know.
But it goes back to what it said. How many points did he put up in that game?
It's not about him. It's about the team.
How many points?
Oh my God!
He's
a contradictor.
How am I contradicting? I'm just
because the thing is when it comes to Justin Fields, if he fucks up, it's everybody else's fault.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's
yes. You done did it twice already. When it comes to Justin Fields, if he doesn't succeed, it's everybody else's fault.
That's not true.
But if he wins, it's all because of him.
Because you just said he beat us and then turned around and found out he ain't had no touchdown.
He didn't have a single point.
He didn't score one.
I thought he played great in that game.
Hold on. Let me ask you this question before we kind of close it down because it's going on 2 hours. So what if those would the kicker miss those field goals? Are we still saying Justin Fields led them to victory?
I had 18
No, I didn't say he led them to victory. I said he led them in those drives.
No, you did say that. You did, in fact.
I said he led them in those field goals drives. That's what
all right, then. That's what nigga, you hear yourself?
That's what I said. I said he led them into field goal range. That's
what
I said.
I didn't say it, then turn around and say it. I said it.
Kev, where's Bradley?
We got to go. We got to go, y'all. We got to go.
Kev, where's Bradley?
His nigga said
handle the answer grows of knees. No.
What the hell is
that? This man really said.
Nah,
y'all said they led them.
No, Tank, you twisted your own words up.
Y'all twisted my words up, man.
No, because first of all, you said no, look. No, look. Let me tell you how he twisted his own words up. He said, didn't Justin Fields beat the Atlanta Falcons week 1?
He did.
Yes,
he did say that.
I did say that. I did. I said
And then I also said how many points did he score in that game?
34.1 quarterback rating.
Come on in there. You come on now. If you feel we jumping him, come on in and save him.
Nah, I'm on the hill alone. I'm down that hill.
I mean that's fine. But you know.
But the thing about it is, at the end of the day, we already know when it comes to Justin Fields. Man,
get your punk ass on.
Hold on. Let me finish this.
Hold on, this way I missed you. Y'all make it seem like I'm saying Justin Fields is just one of these.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nigga.
Fuck up out of here. Pussy ass nigga want to start all that shit talking about some 401. We don't need fucking 401 for your punk ass. Fuck you.
Who said 401?
Oh, 401?
Piss and dirty.
3 dirty circles.
Hold on. Let him on here too.
Yeah, you can bring him up.
Let him get on here too. Like I said, there you go, Dirty.
The fuck out of here. I'm not the fucking 401. It's a fucking conversation, you big mother. Oh boy.
Yeah, we just having a conversation. Ain't no question.
Fucking see, this is what happened when you get you get these little girly girls that can't handle a conversation. They sit up here to try to accuse you of a 4-on-1 and jump. We do this all the time with him. We've been doing this shit for years with him.
Yeah,
we got little pussies out here like shit and dirty. They always try to goddamn say we jumping and we jumping people and all that type of shit.
Oh, shit. This is what happens when you get attacked by feminists.
Fuck out of here. Put your goddamn people on.
What you call a raging feminist?
A raging raccoon face feminist.
Now, this is what I will say. This is what I'm gonna say.
To be talking about.
Like Tank, all jokes aside, this is what I will say.
All right.
Justin Fields has an opportunity.
I don't need no motherfucking help. Goddamn, to have a fucking conversation, you mother boy.
I mean,
He has an opportunity to write his career the way that he needs to write it.
That's true.
Am I right?
I agree.
Now we can talk the Desmond Ritter stuff all day, every day. Like you said, he got his opportunity. They felt like he wasn't mentally strong enough, so they went another direction with Michael Penix. Now, can we agree on that?
I agree with that.
Now, what's going to end up happening here? And this is what I ain't gonna say. I'm hoping. I believe that this will happen.
Get your bitch ass in here and stop fucking typing.
Like you said, Michael Penix right now, Junebug has an opportunity right now.
View them damn fingers to put it up your own
to carve his name. His name. He's not the next Mike Vick. He ain't the next Matt Ryan. He is Michael Penix Jr.
Right, I agree with that.
So what's going to have to end up happening, going back to the original conversation, it's a lot of expectations on this team for the Falcons to succeed. And they took the right steps right now. Now they just got to make sure they don't burn the house down. Lord have mercy, because like you said, that's really what all this shit come down to. It's not a Raheem Morris situation. I'm gonna say it again. It's a Atlanta Falcons team expectation.
I just want Raheem to do good, man. That's all.
We all want him.
I don't know about that. I don't know about all y'all.
Look. I would say this. If Raheem Morris can shut us the hell up, you come back on this show and rub it in our face, and I'm giving you the okay for that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and I'll take it on the chin too.
Oh, okay,
no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, we stand on ours, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we appreciate you for coming on and standing on yours anyway. You know what I'm saying?
See. You find out in the what these damn football players be dealing with these damn reporters. Cause this is shit they deal with all the
Mm-hmm.
time.
Oh yeah. That's
Cause the thing is, this was not a jumping. These were questions.
yeah.
Right.
I didn't
And
feel
These were
jumped.
the man
questions.
answered him. The
Yeah,
man
I
answered
ain't
him,
feel
and he
jumped.
stood on his
He
opinion. You can't do nothing but respect that.
he'd have slid by a few of them, but like I said, we deal with that. We'll deal with that another time.
Yeah.
But like you said, at the end of the day, hey, y'all like if you don't have the conversation, you don't understand what people do. Hey, it's just gonna be one big shout match. Can't get on our goddamn nerves all the time. Advice.
Yeah,
That's what we do.
I don't be trying to do that though, man. It just I
But
just got
Yeah,
I
just the
got to
hell
do
you do.
things.
Stop,
So
stop,
but
stop,
but
stop,
look,
lying.
We have a whole conversation, and we got little bitches in the hallway who 5 foot tall. They don't want to grab. They want to grab their nuts from all the way from North Carolina.
yeah,
Damn
that's
it, man.
yeah. Long dirty nuts.
2 balls.
So we about to get up on out of here, y'all. But I guess he ain't hopping on.
Yeah. He about to go.
I
He
guess.
about to go tell his boyfriends about us. He about to go
Well,
tell his
you
boyfriends
know
about
what?
us.
You know
Five
what?
Oh,
foot.
you
Somebody need to
talk.
get. You know what? Paul, you might want to give up that flip phone and get you a
Come
smart
on,
phone. Okay.
come on, man. Look.
My, you StreamYard blocked you. Ain't no motherfucking blocked you. You fucking punk.
Cause. Hey, look. He gonna tell all his Carolina Panthers homies on us.
My
Don't
goddamn
think I
nerves.
forgot. Don't think I forgot your tag team partner, bro. I still remember.
And neither one of them can come up with a coherent sentence between the 12 of them.
But like I said, man, y'all got final words before we get up on out of here for real.
Yeah, fuck
I got
free
one. Free
dirty. Fuck
Raheem.
that motherfucker. You fucking punk.
Free right here.
Yeah, fucking punk. You talking about some grown ass man jumping somebody in a conversation. Ain't that some whole ass shit, bro? Get the fuck out.
What's
Kev,
up?
I know
Raheem,
what I got to say, and I need Bradley to speak for me. That's all I'm gonna say.
I get
let
my
D Bradley
goddamn
speak.
6-year-old fucking nephew to slap your little bit ass.
So you say Brad. All right, okay, Bradley, what you got to say on that?
You can't handle the answer. Grows of knees? No.
Talk about we up here jumping tape. Fucking punk.
Wow, what the hell is that?
Oh,
How you
man.
gonna jump a man? You gonna jump a man in a fucking conversation? Ain't that some whole ass shit, bro?
That nigga need to jump in the sink and wash his face. The raccoon
Whoa.
circle that is played out. That what need to jump into. Fuck out of here.
That fucking punk. Look, that motherfucker is a punk. Talking about jumping a grown
Yeah,
man.
Got the first fitted Falcons cap from
Get a little
66.
bit ass out of here.
It was our conversation. I ain't feel jumped though. I don't know what he talking about.
We talk like this all the time. That's what happened when little punks can't have a conversation and they get in their damn feelings. So they accuse men of jumping each other when we literally just having a conversation.
That's something a feminist. That's something a feminist would say.
Yes, it is.
So basically, what you're saying is he gonna go to all the Falcons gatekeepers and talk shit about us. Yeah.
Can you repeat what you just said? I'm sorry, kid. Can you repeat what you said about you not feeling what?
I'm not feeling what? Hold on, I missed it. What happened? I'm saying.
He said, Tank said when I was talking about shit and pissy. He
said he wasn't bothered by the conversation at all.
Yeah, he wasn't bothered. Tank said he wasn't bothered. He didn't feel jumped, any of that. Okay, so all this little weak stuff that we talking about 4-on-1 and we jumping people. We just having a conversation.
Tank, see, this is what happens when other men try to wear your underwear.
See, nah. This is the thing. See, this is the thing. If you really jump somebody, Tank wouldn't get a word in if we really jumped.
Not one word.
Conversation. Not one word. Like I said, he made comments. He made a sentence, and we had questions on everything he said. That's not jumping.
Right.
That's called context.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, when you get context confused with emotion.
You learned that in school. Ooh.
well. The thing is,
Well, we know
you got
dirty.
context.
He didn't finish school, so we know that.
Oh man, come on now.
Okay.
Come on now. Nah, don't do that, Mike. Don't do that, Mike. Don't you do that, Mike.
Well, I mean, when you get context messed up with maxi pads, I mean, it happens.
Shut up. Man, we about to get the hell up on out of here, man. Hey, Code, what you got for the whistle tomorrow, man?
So I'm actually working on it right now. I'm working on it right now. I'm going to do I'm doing not a prediction, but a projection show tomorrow.
Projection, okay. So. All right, and one. How are we gonna follow this up? How you gonna follow it up?
We gonna finish this up because I got this bone I got to pick with these people that don't like the fact that I said Kyle Pitts versus Raheem, the hypocrites about why they like one versus the other.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so y'all go ahead and check that short out and everything because I already got people upset.
You're a troublemaker.
I might have an ST. I might have an STS this weekend. Because it's a lot to talk about. And I'm glad I chose the right time because you got the Tory Lane shit, you got the Clayton Clark shit. Oh yeah. Oh, we about to have fun with this one. So we're gonna have an STS this weekend. And the new coin phrase that's going on right now. Well, we'll talk about that later on. So, hey man, appreciate everybody. Till next time, people.
Thank you, James, for being thank you for being a grown ass man and having a conversation with us.
Appreciate you.
Unlike that 3 foot tall midget we got in the damn chat, they using his damn fingers for prostate exams. Okay.
But Mike, we're not doing that. We ain't not doing that. We not. No.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to be on here, man, with y'all, man.
Man, we got number love and respect for you, Tank. So there's been years of conversation. We can do that with each other. All right.
Facts. I appreciate it, man.
All right, Tank.
All right. But like I said, y'all let us know if y'all want us to frequently open it up and when people come on and talk, man. Like you said, the choice.
I'll be wanting y'all to open it up for discussion, but y'all don't let nobody on. I'll be wanting to say my piece a little bit here and there.
We got you. Don't worry about it.
It's kind of hard when you got to weed out the little garden gnomes, but you know.
That 4'1" is his goddamn height. Talking all that big shit in the damn time. Get your ass down.
Shut up, Mike.
I just bought some garden. Hey, I just bought some.
Trying to let everybody know he's 4'1".
At least your garden gnomes are clean, Coach. At least your garden gnomes
I just bought 5 of them. Go in my yard. Y'all better stop talking.
Little 4 foot ass. Glad he just grew a damn inch. Now he putting 4'1" in the chat.
Wow.
That ain't worth shit, man. I can't even call. Okay, there you go. All right, man, we get the hell up on out of here. Y'all make me sick. All y'all motherfuckers.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.